The drought is over. For 53 years, generations of Knicks fans had waited. Fathers told stories to sons about Willis Reed limping onto the court in 1970. Grandparents recalled the artistry of Walt Frazier and the championship banners of 1970 and 1973. Entire generations grew up knowing only heartbreak, false dawns, and a painful refrain. Maybe next year, on June 14th, 2026, that refrain finally changed. The New York Knicks are NBA champions once again. Trophy, a championship forged through adversity. The final score read, Knicks 94, Spurs 90. But the numbers barely capture the magnitude of what unfolded. Once again, the Knicks found themselves staring into the face of defeat. The young and talented Spurs, led by the phenomenal Victor Wembanyama, stormed out to an early advantage. San Antonio led 31-15, their youth, energy, and athleticism threatening to extend the series. Many teams would have folded. These Knicks were different, because throughout these playoffs, adversity had become their companion. Double-digit deficits? They overcame them. Hostile crowds? They silenced them. Questions about whether they belonged? They answered them. Again and again. Glowing star Jalen Brunson's immortal night. Every great championship team eventually produces a defining figure. For New York in 2026, that figure was Jalen Brunson. 45 points. 15 points in the fourth quarter. Every basket delivered when his team needed it most. When the Spurs threatened to pull away, Brunson responded. When New York desperately needed belief, Brunson supplied it. When history beckoned, Brunson embraced it. His 45-point masterpiece placed him alongside basketball royalty. Only one other player had previously scored 45 points in a championship-clinching road victory. Michael Jordan. Now Brunson shares that exclusive company. When presented with the Finals MVP trophy, overcome with emotion, his words captured everything. It's everything I ever dreamed of. For Knicks fans, it had been everything they had dreamed of too. Fire the Comeback Kings. Perhaps no nickname better to define this team. Throughout the finals, New York repeatedly found itself behind. They trailed by double figures. They absorbed San Antonio's best punches. Yet they never panicked. The defining moment came in Game 4, when they erased a 29-point deficit, completing the largest comeback in finals history. Game 5 followed the same script. Down 16, unfazed, patient, relentless. The Knicks simply kept coming. By the fourth quarter, experience overcame youthful exuberance. Poise conquered pressure. Championship DNA emerged. Statue of Liberty, the city that waited. As the final seconds ticked away in Texas, another story unfolded nearly 2,000 miles away. New York erupted. Times Square exploded into celebration. Madison Square Garden watch parties became block parties. Strangers embraced. Taxi drivers honked in rhythm. Bars overflowed with tears and cheers. For one unforgettable night, New York became united by something simple. The Knicks had finally done it. After decades of disappointment, ridicule, and near misses, they were champions. Shield respect for the Spurs. History will celebrate New York, but it should also remember San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama demonstrated why many believe he represents the future of basketball. Dylan Harper announced himself on the biggest stage. Stephon Castle battled through adversity. The Spurs reached the finals far ahead of schedule. They were talented enough to win, young enough to learn, and undoubtedly dangerous enough to return. The future remains bright in San Antonio. Basketball legacy secured. Championships change narratives. Karl Anthony Towns' arrival in New York will forever be viewed differently. OG Anunoby's clutch performances enter franchise folklore. Josh Hart's relentless energy becomes championship mythology. Mitchell Robinson's rebounding heroics earn permanent appreciation. And Jalen Brunson? He ascends into the pantheon of New York's sporting legends. Alongside Reed, alongside Frazier, alongside Messier, alongside Jeter, sparkles more than basketball. This championship was never just about basketball. It became a story about hope, about perseverance, about remaining faithful despite decades of disappointment. Knicks fans kept believing. Year after year, generation after generation. Now, at long last, they have been rewarded. As confetti rained down and the Larry O'Brien Trophy was lifted skyward, an entire city exhaled. The waiting was over. The drought had ended. And the words every Knicks fan had longed to say finally rang true once more. The New York Knicks are NBA champions. Champions for the first time since 1973. Champions of the basketball world in 2026. And somewhere in New York City, millions of voices echoed into the night. Go New York! Go New York! Go!
I saw you lock in, clocking your chest on nerve, and the whole room start to spin. Wimby at the rim like a wall, SGA with the shake and slide. Halliburton with the dagger hand when the night gets wild. Hands up, hold that breath. One shot, one step. Crowd sound like thunder, now the lane don't rest. Final buzzer, take the crown. Final buzzer, knock it down. Dynasty dreams, let it shake. One more shot, one more break. Final buzzer, take the crown. Final buzzer, hear it now. Championship on the line. We were born for this time. We were born for this time. Hey, hey, hey. Backboard bent, the net got tight. Fourth quarter pressure, iron and fight. Every cut like a stolen prayer. Every drive goes higher and higher. Bench on feet, the rafters yell. Big hands clap, let the whole world know. When the paint gets packed like a train car, you still find the open road. Hands up, hold that breath. One shot, one step. Crowd sound like thunder, now the lane don't rest. Final buzzer, take the crown. Final buzzer, knock it down. Dynasty dreams, let it shake. One more shot, one more break. Final buzzer, take the crown. Final buzzer, hear it now. Championship on the line. We were born for this time. We were born for this time. This is chaos with a purpose, this is fate on the bounce. When the paint turns to a battlefield, who you got now? When the glass starts raining silver and the whole gym shakes, we don't flinch, we don't fold, we make legends out the break. Let it rise, watch it fly.